a microphone for your obvious reasons. Back to Italian diner. I had a couple opening comments from Neil and I. The amenity analysis, I want to give you an update on that. We have scheduled it for the 22nd of this month. At 10 a.m. in the morning, the amenity group from McGladrey is going to do a presentation to the board. That will be for the board, and all the residents are invited for this. Okay? We're going to take a 2-hour break, and then at 2 in the afternoon, the residents will be able to come back in for a 2-hour session with the McGladrey and the board and make comments on what they saw in the morning. So and the reason we're doing it like that, the board's talked about this quite a bit, especially the task group. Originally, that we were going to have them do the presentation and then leave, and then on 8 days later, on the 30th, have a workshop and let the residents comment. We felt that it was too long a period for the residents to see that 8 days and not be able to at least have some comments, and especially have comments from the McGladrey who are not coming back for the second workshop. So we made a decision to go ahead and do the 2 on the 22nd. So we're going to put an email out about this tomorrow. So again, at 10 a.m. on the 22nd, there'll be a presentation by McGladrey of the results of the amenity analysis to the board. And then at 2 p.m., they're going to come. We're not going to do the presentation again, but they'll take comments from the residents to talk to the amenity analysis group and how they came up with their recommendations. So there will be copies of the amenity analysis available in between those meetings at the front desk. And so, yes, John.
You know, quick question. That's a good grouping on time. Just a suggestion to make some money. Why don't you run a lunch special?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, we'll look at doing that to get some people. I don't know if I want 200 or 300 people in for lunch, because I'm assuming a few people are going to come look at this. But yeah, we'll look at doing something, maybe to entice them. But yeah, it's the process is complete now, and they're going to share with the community what the results are. The board, as the board said from the very beginning, the board is not obligated to take any of this, or they can take all of it, or they can take none of it. Now, are they going to do that? My suspicion is no. My suspicion is going to be they're going to have a blended decision of what comes out of this analysis, and the board's going to make a decision on what parts of the analysis are best for our community and implement that. And then there may be some things you get referred to the long-range plan to be looked into for the future. But it's going to be I think it has been a good process, and I think it was money well spent. So that was from the president. The only comments I have is my wife's got dinner ready at 7. So
hey, Bill, could you give us an update on County Line?
I just spoke to him today. Went down there to talk to the engineers. Their goal was September 1st to be connected down as you move exit the property going to the west coast. Obviously, that's not going to happen. Now they're saying October 15th for the section from our entrance to the west to 19. To the east, he couldn't even get it. So it's not going well. I think most of you know both Hernando and Casco ran out of money. So they're not going to do stage 2. I don't even think they're doing it. This stage they're working on now, that's it. It's just going to bottleneck back into 2 lanes, right? 3 or 4 miles down the street. They had intended, when they originally talked to us, of going down to Marion and bringing it back to 2 lanes. And last time I talked to them, they don't have the money to do that. So, or yeah, Marion or whatever it is. You know where it is. We're walking. So anyway, any more questions on the updates? You want an update on construction?
Yeah.
The dining room you're sitting in right now will be completely furnished, carpet, wall, artwork, everything. It's going to be done by Friday. So Friday night, all your furniture, the new new tables, everything. And now this wall over here is going to have a sheet of black plastic over it. The bar is not in. The bar will not be here until the 21st. And then we have a week to get that done. But this part, and the old bar will be open until we obviously get the new bar set up. Then once the new bar is set up, from where the kitchen door is, out to where the bar is, that footprint is going to get closed in, and the kitchen's going to get bumped out there. We're going to use that for storage and service areas for the service. As you see, a lot of the boxes that set over here, they're all on site now. We box it in for storage, so we're expanding that. The carpet in the hallway will be done. The pool deck, if you haven't been out back, it's about 80% complete. We had a little bit of a problem with this upper deck. They need to put a stucco this outside wall and put brick. Well, we were having a difficult time finding matching brick with the brick currently on the building. They finally found it. They hope it's going to be here this week. If it is, they're going to put the brick wall up with the stucco up, and then we're going to float this top deck. But the pool should be, the bar site should be done this week. Yeah. Again, the pool itself may be done as early as the first part of next week. The problem is the upper deck. So we have to make a decision. We're not sure that we want to open it up and then shut it back down when we do the upper deck. Because, and also there's construction going on here, it's going to be difficult to get in and out of it. But we may open it up from this end only. If the pool gets done, we just, all we have left to do is the upper deck. We're going to make that decision
Next week?
No.
No.
No, we're going to make the decision next week.
That's what I'm saying, the decision will be made next week.
Next week, yes. There's a fairly good chance that it's going to take a couple more weeks to float this based on the fact that this wall isn't done. And if we could get it in and out of the pool, and the pavers are all done, and the pool's all done. I'll have to talk to Gary more about it, but I feel like we could probably open the pool up.
Yeah, because some of this one.
But they'd have to come from this back end, so you couldn't come through here to go to the pool. Yeah, we're going to make the decision next week. By no means are we opening the pool.
No, I understand.
Yeah, and then we have to fill it, like Janice just reminded me, we have to fill it, but we found a way to fill it, and we think that it's not going to take a week to stabilize it, only a couple of days.
Okay, thank you.
Are we getting new lamps at the pool also?
Yes, all the lamps on the pool, they've just painted all the fencing and all the new lamps. They should be here tomorrow. There's going to be all new lamps, so the poles are going to be black, and there's a really beautiful lamp on top. Yes, that's coming too. The chandelier, we're going to change that out. When we've moved up the window project for replacing the windows based on the fact that last time we got a hard rain, water came through and it came down our new wall. So that project's gotten moved up to November. When we do that, we'll change out the chandelier because we need a special lift to get up there and get it down.
Are they going to lower the chandelier so when you can see it? Because right now when you walk in, you have to go like this.
Good point. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's so high.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to talk to Kimberly, our interior decorator. Without further ado. Oh, no, Bob said we want to go straight to this. Okay.
Okay. I just wanted to just give you some updates. Bob's going to do a presentation on the gazebo park because there's been some people wondering about the gazebo park. So we'll do that and any comments regarding it if you'd like. Okay?
I have to issue that same caveat all the time. This is being videotaped. If you don't want to be videotaped, let me know and I'll stop the recorder so you won't be on YouTube. Otherwise, you'll be on YouTube. And I come tonight not as a board member, obviously because I don't have a bottle of water. I'm here just to give you a presentation, a nonpartisan overview of the history behind Gazebo Park.
I'd be suspicious of any Red Sox fan.
Concept development was in 2006. I'm not sure of the exact date, but it was headed up by Diane Starkey, Linda Weeks, Laurie Rhodes, and Bonnie Walsh. And they're the ones who came up with the concept development of developing a project in here with water-friendly plants, native gardens, and water conservation techniques. Then they, in conjunction with the Environmental Stewardship Committee, submitted a grant proposal to SWIFTMUD, Southwest Florida Water Management Development Organization, trying to obtain a grant to educate the residents in here on all these types of techniques.
Can I interrupt you? I'm sorry.
Sure.
My name is up there, but only because they asked me to help a little bit with the grant, but I wasn't a major part of it.
My intent is not to indict anybody.
Well, I just